What's going on, you guys? If you're new here, my name is Morgan and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to do a what you did not know and probably didn't know, and what you could know and it could help you in the future if you have dogs. So it is getting cold here. It's getting cold everywhere actually, but we're probably one of the last states to start getting chilly. But with that comes flu season, pneumonia, cold because the weather is changing. So unfortunately, that's not just for us as people. That is for animals, dogs as well. So a dog with a compromised immune system, which I do have one of those. So a dog with a compromised immune system, this does affect more because they have a compromised immune system. Their immune system is not ready for viruses such as pneumonia, and they are more prone to getting sick with pneumonia, colds. Dogs can get the flu. It's a wide variety of things. So unfortunately, I have a puppy that came down with a very light case of pneumonia, but luckily it's treated and he's on the mend. But unfortunately, he has a compromised immune system. So unfortunately, that was kind of what brought the pneumonia on. Was he was more prone to getting sick because of his compromised immune system. So sometimes when they get sick, when any dogs get sick, puppies, dogs, elderly dogs, seniors, regular adults, you have to deal with this. Basically, you have to deal with sometimes that they won't eat. So unfortunately, that is something that we all struggle with. Now, when puppies don't eat, it can be detrimental to their health. When puppies don't eat, they can get hypoglycemic, which is low glucose, low blood sugar, very, very fast. I deal with hypoglycemia on a pretty often basis. It's been doing better lately. I've been doing a lot better lately, but hypoglycemia in puppies is, even in people, it's very, very deadly. But because there are some very quick cases, which I have dealt with hypoglycemia before, and dogs, but now I keep something other than Caro syrup, which Caro is very, life, it can save a dog's life. But I keep more than just that, because when puppies are hypoglycemic, they don't want to eat. And Caro doesn't always do the job because they don't want to eat, which causes the hypoglycemia 9 times out of 10, because they don't want to eat. You'll keep going back to it if they don't eat. So what is a lifesaver other than Caro syrup, which Caro is corn syrup? It has a lot of sugar in it. Has a lot of sugar in it. So what's something else that will help save your puppies or your dogs? What is something that they will not deny? And that this is something that I learned about from a very good friend of mine, and I've used it ever since. And now I send it home. When I do have puppies go home, I do send it home and go home bags, because you never know when you're going to need this. And that is baby food. This might be the silliest thing you have ever heard. And I say that to families all the time. This is so, you might think this is absolutely silly and ridiculous, but that is 100% not true. So most of the time, dogs and puppies will not deny baby food because they love this stuff. This stuff is like heaven for them. So the puppy I've been dealing with that was hypoglycemic because the glucose was so low, he had this. So in less than 3 hours, he made a turnaround because of this. So he wouldn't eat it first, but luckily you can put this in a little tiny syringe and you could feed it to them in their mouth. Just put it up in a syringe and feed it to them. So luckily, this stuff has come in very, very handy with hypoglycemic puppies. Hypoglycemic dogs too. Of course, I've not tried it on myself, and I will not try it on myself. It smells. I don't like the smell of it. But beef and chicken have been the best ones, and they're really the only ones you can do for hypoglycemia with puppies and dogs. Even the vet, recommended it. I was talking to the vet about it, and when this guy got hypoglycemic, and the vet said, you should try sugar water. And I said, what about baby food? Because I still wanted their opinion on it. And she said, yeah, baby food's great for them. Put it on his tongue, make sure he's eating it, and he'll be fine. He went through a full jar of this in like 10 minutes, which I will take it. He has runny poop now, but I really don't care because this stuff has been a lifesaver. This stuff is awesome. I love baby food with puppies, especially ones that get hypoglycemic. Hypoglycemia in puppies can come on in less than 12 hours. If they don't eat for 12 hours, they will get hypoglycemic fast, and their blood sugar will drop super duper fast. So, what do? Baby food. I know a lot of people that send this home with their puppies. I send it home with my puppies because this stuff is a lifesaver. And sometimes puppies don't eat for the first 24 hours when they go home, which is a problem. So I say, if they don't eat, give them this. You put it in a syringe, you put it in something, scoop it up, put it in their mouth, let them eat it. So this stuff is a big lifesaver. I do recommend it if you ever get puppies and you see that your puppy's not eating. Again, I keep it on hand. And when you have kids, you keep it on hand too. I don't have kids, I have dogs. So I just keep this on hand for the dogs and just send home with go home packs. Because you never know if you're going to need it or not. You never know if the puppy's going to get stressed out. So I always send it home. Now, This stuff, again, and it is good for them in a sense, but it's not something you replace with dog food. It is something that will help them eat, so they do not get hypoglycemic, and you do not end up in a position where you have to go to the vet and the ER vet and do treatment for hypoglycemia. Now, if you can't do it, you get worried, of course, go to the vet. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying this stuff is a lifesaver. I bought 6 of these. I always keep some beef or chicken stocked in my cabinet just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're going to need it. But this is one of those facts, you never know what you're going to need. And I'll probably do a video about hot water bottles too. But baby food, beef or chicken, this stuff is a lifesaver for people. And I've given it to my adult dogs before that have gotten super duper sick, because sometimes they do get sick. Sometimes they do get pneumonia. Your elderly dogs are immune compromised the older they get. You know, Duke is almost 8. He could become super sick. Or dogs that get an infection, whether it's a UTI, whether it's they get bitten, they get an infection. Something could happen, they get an infection and they are immune compromised, which makes them easier to get sick. Again, this will help if they get sick because it will give them something to eat. So anyways, that's it for this video. I do suggest you keep this in your cabinet, especially during the cold seasons, because you never know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. The more you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as usual, you guys, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. See you guys later.